Alright, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Now today, MiHoYo cooked something again right before Luke's birthday. Like, what the fuck? Okay, sure, why not? Because they wanted to insert one more event. So, this event's a little bit different, which is called the SSS solo banner. That's what I'm gonna call it for now, okay? So, just a recap, or for those who are unfamiliar on what SSS is, MiHoYo recently introduced this new rarity so that we can all be equally horny, okay? So, SSS and SSR have like very small difference only. So, I will show you what an SSS look like for Vin's new one. Okay, so first you have this live interaction, okay, and then you can see a new system called like the heart system. That's what I'm gonna call it for now, the heart interaction system. So as you can see, you can actually touch him in different parts, but as you can see, each heart level is a little bit is locked. Basically, it's a bit paid wall lock, but I will explain further on how we can do this F2P. Okay, now the interaction system, it does not affect anything in your card. It's basically like for you to enjoy your full horde session, and that's literally it. Okay, it doesn't affect your deck power at all. Okay, so for the new solo, this solo banner, okay, it's called like another sweet chapter basically. So you have like part 1, the personal story; part 2, you have the sweet chapter, and then this is like the part 3. I would just call it like passionate chapter, okay, unofficial translation, but yeah, it's that one. Basically, it's like another part, okay, in their thingy, but it also includes like a short event. Okay, so you have new UI, and you can finally explore their house, just like what MiHoYo promised during the anniversary announcement. So you can basically like zoom around the house, and you can even interact with the furnitures and everything. Okay. So yeah, example, this is from third birthday, right? So cute. So yeah, that's basically more or less what it looks like for the new SSS one. Okay, now let's break it down on what an SSS is. So far we've seen the live interaction, and yeah, basically it has a little bit higher power. Okay, but here's the catch. First of all, it's written that SSS will be at 0.8% rate up, okay, which is a little bit lower than our usual one, because our usual one is at 1.6. Okay, yes, it's at 1.6, and then they just basically split it into two. So that's SSS and the other 3 SSRs, which is shown over here. Okay, so they will insert 3 SSR for you to get off banner, but it will not reset for your PT towards the SSS. Okay, so yeah, it's like a normal for SSR banner, where if you get the SSS, then your PT will not break, something like that. Okay, but the downside is because your SSS is different from SSR, the rate is technically a little bit lower. So 1.6 will become 0.8%. Well, it also means that your SSR rate up and SSS will be split. So that's 0.5% to get the SSS instead. Okay, so 0.2% difference is quite big, honestly, in terms of probability. Okay, but yeah, it's still the same. 100 pulls is the hard PT. Okay, but this time they introduced the blue limited tier back again, and you use the regular tier. So this blue tier will be in the event. Okay, so we don't know what the tasks are yet, because the event's not released until tomorrow. Okay, once in a while you would get free pull every day for 7 days, because the event only lasts for 7 days. Okay, and then while you're pulling every 10, 20, 40, etc., you're going to have that surprise banner na, oh, do you want to buy tiers, like 10 tiers for this certain price at the quote-unquote discounted price. Okay, so yeah, there's that. In short, it's like a mix of like the 4 SSR banner with regular banner. Okay, so yeah, I don't know why they do this, but okay, sure. Okay, now the problem is we have another PT count again, because this is a new type of banner called SSS banner. Your PT will start from scratch, but it will carry over to the next SSS banner, the SSS solo banner. Okay, of course, blue limited tier will be converted to Stellis. Okay, now for this SSS banner, okay, they have a special Astuteness task. If you don't know what's that, that's basically like your feeding campaign in like the 4 SSR banner, where you can get 50 to 100 S chips, basically by leveling up one skill level to level 10 and 2 skill level to level 6. Okay, so that's how you get 100 S chips. Okay, don't be debated by this. Okay, but before during the anniversary, MiHoYo announced that you need 3 copies to unlock the full interaction, right? At that time, they haven't announced any other methods to claim except like just a vague, oh, we'll just implement this in the future. Well, the future is now, okay? So they implemented other stuff that you can get 9 limited tiers, the blue tiers, and 900 S chips. So I'm guessing this is like, oh, get duplicate, you get more tiers and more S chips, something like that. Okay, so again, you don't really have to force yourself now to get full copies. Okay, I'll explain to you why. Okay, first of all, SSS and SSR have very minimal power difference. I've already calculated this a long time back. It's just an estimate, so don't bank too hard on it. Okay, first of all, I'll show you a sample. This is my SSS in Taiwan server. I've already triple 10 it, so for both 3rd anniversary and 2nd anniversary, so that would be a equal comparison. Okay, as you can see, the power level is 2337 for influence with power deck of 8586, while 2nd anniversary is 8427 with influence of 2226. As you can see, the power difference is very small. It's like 100 maximum, right? 100 plus. Okay, preemptive strike is, the definition of preemptive strike is deals damage 150% of the influence. Okay, so it's 2337 and 2226. Okay, the difference of this is like 100 plus. Let's just say 150, doing quick maths. Okay, I think it's less than it, but yeah. So getting that difference, multiply by 1.5 because it's 150%. The total is less than 500. If not, probably a little bit over. Okay, that's for 1 star. Okay, if we're going to do it over 5 stars, let's just approximate it by times 5. Okay, so let's try to compare it at both at full 5 star. That way it'd be a little bit more fair. The difference of it is just going to be 800 to 1000 damage, which is like really small in terms of the game. Okay, because your average preemptive strike, assuming it's on a weakness block, is 30,000 to 50,000. So 1,000 is literally nothing. It's like 1% of your damage in a sense, especially if your deck is like really well built. By well built, I mean like more than 180,000 deck power. So like it's very minimal. That's why it's like very optional. Okay, so going back to the yeah, my point is basically you don't have to force yourself to get multiple copies of it unless you're extremely horny and you don't really care about your money. Then yeah. Okay, moving on. They announced like how the future SSS cards are gonna work. Okay, now if you remember the heart system, okay, somewhere in this part, okay, they have the heart system here. Okay, if you get your first copy, all of this will be locked. You'll be stuck at level 0 or level 1. Okay, but if you do the event, they'll give you this token for you to level up the affection. Okay, so these affection tokens, I'm just gonna call it the S tokens. Okay, SSS tokens or S tokens. You need around 300 S tokens in order for you to full heart this one. Okay, so they basically tell us on like what's the other methods to earn this as tokens for you to unlock your full interaction, your full haunt interaction. Okay, so starting from Vin's event, okay, this is like a repeat of what I said a while ago. Every day you're gonna get a free pool and a discounted pool, which is like the regular and normal banners. Maybe for EN they're going to do like one free multi-pool instead. So I don't know. I'm just gonna assume that, okay? But it says here throughout the event you can get 3 limited tiers. So in a sense it's kind of like the same thing what I said, okay? Next, they said here that SSS card solo banner will appear 3 to 5 times a year. So I would guess that it's like all of the 4 guys, and then the last event for the 5th one, it's either another cycle of another series of SSS, or it's going to be like a 4 SSR banner, but instead of 4 SSR is 4 SSS. So they're trying to pump this out that way. That way everybody will be blindly horny and they're gonna wail for the copy. I'm guessing that's a marketing strategy of MiHoYo, but yeah, let's just see that in the future, okay? Second, for every event that is released, you'll get 30 tokens. This is what the token looks like, okay? 30 SSS tokens, okay? For every event that you've done. You can get it for free. Now you can do this. You can get this token, just feed it to one SSS card, any SSS card, okay? Think of it like EXP chips, but affection level, something like that, okay? That's how it works. Next, they implemented Reverie, updated Reverie reward. So basically, if you're free Reverie at level 35, you can get 10 of it. And if you pay, whether it's the cheaper one or the more expensive one, you can get another 20 chip, okay? So that's a total of 30 chips. So this at level 10, this at 35, and the regular at 35. So that's a total of 30, okay? Next, for monthly users, you can get 10 tokens for free, and sign in slip 2 pieces of it. So in case if you miss 2 days, then you can use monthly card to redeem it back. So you can get that every month, okay? And during the event, there is a task there. So one of the Astuteness or feeding campaign task is get the SSS card. The moment you get SSS card within that event period, you'll get 60 tokens immediately, okay? Don't worry, I'll put a summary later on like basically a TLDR of this, just to tabulate everything, okay? Next, it says here that you can check how many tokens that you have in your inventory, okay? So what do I get out of more hearts in here? So for example, if I have 3 hearts, what's the difference? You can touch him more. Okay, that sounds wrong. You can touch him in more areas. That sounds even more wrong. And you can get more juicy voice lines, basically, okay? I'm not sure if it expires or not. Most likely it shouldn't. So I don't know why they put like this expiry one as an example. It's kind of confusing. Assume for now that it will not expire. Okay, so you can feed it to any SSS that you want. So I would suggest that you put it all on your anniversary SSS, because in the beginning, assuming that you did the 3rd anniversary event, you can already unlock 1 heart. So might as well just continue all the way until the last one. Unless if you don't feel like the anniversary, you jump to the solo SSS instead. Something like that, okay? So yeah, that's more or less the like how the SSS works, okay? Now, let's get to the calculation part. Last time I mentioned that that you need 300 tokens for full interaction, and that also means that you need 3 copies of the SSS in order for you to get the full interaction, okay? But now they change it, okay? Oh, I also forgot, because in anniversary SSS they did not put any video calls, but for solo banner SSS they added video call after you finish the whole story. So it's like a regular SSR. Okay, I told you it's like very minimal difference. It's just for you to be more horny. Yeah. Okay, again, you need 300 token. Reverie gives you 10 for the free one, and then paid Reverie gives you 30 total, including the free one. 3 to 5 events a year. Let's put it on the average at 4. So that will be total 120 tokens. Monthly card gives you 10 tokens every month, and upon getting the SSS, you immediately get 60 on hand. So assuming that you got 1 SSS, if you do the math correctly, it's 12 reveries. Assuming 1 reverie is 1 month, because they kind of like reduce it down to like 5 to 6 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 5 weeks. They shortened it a bit. That's what I noticed. So approximately 1 reverie is 1 month, and adding the free tokens you can get a year, you can get 240 a year for F2P. So from the 300 plus this 60, 60 plus 240, that's 300, you can get full interaction completely free within 1 year. Okay, next, monthly. If you're a monthly card user regularly, okay, you just basically add 10 the 10 times 12, and you can get 360 a year, which means you have extra 80 chips for you to tokens for you to use it on other SSS. Now if you're both monthly and reverie, you can level up 2 cards, approximately 2 cards already right off the bat. Okay, it's really that easier, much easier comparing to like forcing yourself to get a copy. Now this is like the partial advantage of global being behind CN server. At least we know we can prepare for it, but at the same time that depends if you can control your urge immediately or not. Okay, since between anniversary to the first SSS banner, it will take around 3 months, because anniversary is July, and now it's November. So like in a span of like 3 to 4 months, you have to wait in order for you to grind. So it's like one year plus 4 months ish for you to get a full interaction. So this is up to you if you want to immediately full hearts it or not. Okay, for me, as someone who got the SSS card, you really feel like you get blue balled, honestly, especially at 0 hearts. You honestly feel like you really got locked by paywall, seriously. Like even there's like some lines over there, it's not juicy enough. Like you have to hit all the way until like two hearts up just for you to feel like the start of the juicy part, which is like, bro, what the heck. So yeah, completely F2P-able. So yeah, hope this video helps in like give me an overview on like how SSS works with the new system and what MiHoYo released today. So yeah, until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!